Nice, Jelly. Struck him out. Jelly. 2 on. Bean is up. Nice, Bean! Get there, stay there, stay there. Get someone up too. Welcome back to the homestead. That's kind of my new little calling. It's kind of quirky. Anyway, I am excited. I started filming my late night project tonight, and in the process of doing so, I think I've got enough footage to just throw this out as a video. Sorry I didn't get to the lamb video. There's like 3 or 4 videos that are just kind of forgotten on my phone. And so this one might be a little bit hodgepodge, but I want to show you inside the greenhouse at our organic compost pathway. Okay, I stopped the video to see if that's what I really want to title it, because I haven't had time to come up with a clever, cute name. I think that's going to be the title. Organic compost pathway that we have in the greenhouse. So I have been rebuilding it because we've been watering to let some of the trenches in the greenhouse where we have the earth tubes come in. So we've been watering that so it will settle and compact. And so I've only had to do this a second time in 1 year, and I think it's mostly compact because I watered the living tar out of it. But I'm gonna show you the inner workings of my pathway. It's more than a pathway. We've got 2 worm compost bins in it, and we have our 8 cold sinks in the pathway. So there's 2 purposes of our pathway, and the third one, it's a pathway. And then the fourth one is it's a place where I am actively composting. So real estate is really expensive in the greenhouse, and so it's important to use every inch, including the pathway. So that's what we're gonna see. And while we're making it over to the greenhouse, I just wanna say, if you're like me and you look at the events of this world, if you're hearing things about a laptop and you're hearing things about classified documents and you're hearing things about a second indictment, this time on a federal level, if you're seeing wildfires in Canada, shutting down all sorts of crap in New York, you've got to just be thinking to yourself, this is like a train off the rails. And if you're like me, that helps me keep motivated. So I have been working in the greenhouse the last hour and a half. After working over at our rental remodel all day. Today's Friday. I took today off, and so I spent I don't know, probably 10 hours on there. But I've been really anxious to get over here because I don't know, this is not just a hobby, but as the world continues to spin out of control, I'm pretty motivated to stick with this, and hopefully to inspire some of you, not necessarily again to build a greenhouse, but to inspire you to do whatever your effort is, your grow beds, your food storage, your freeze dryer, whatever. I just want to say this out loud. You better keep on it. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. If you're not doing it, I don't know, what you waiting for? The lighting's not really good for a greenhouse tour. You're gonna see a lot of the greenhouse, but I'm sprucing it up for you so that you can have, it's come in the 1st of July, will be our 1-year anniversary. And I'm just excited to give you another tour of the success of the greenhouse. I mean, as if you're not seeing it. But this is in Utah. This is off-grid. We didn't use any power or heat. I turned my heater on twice, so there's a disclosure. But we were able to make it through a harsh Manti winter without power or gas. The design works, and all of its secrets are there for you in the construction videos. And please like and subscribe. The only thing motivating me to keep talking to myself, because there might be some of you out there, but I still feel like I'm talking to myself, The only thing that keeps me motivated is when I get new subscribers. I'm like really grateful, and I love the comments. So on to the video of our organic compost pathway, or whatever we call it. It's pretty cool. Coming up. All right, it has been a long day and a busy day at the homestead. So I want to show you a neat little project that I'm doing. We're preparing for our 1-year anniversary in the greenhouse. This is actually something I have to do regardless of 1 year in this off-grid Wallapini greenhouse. But so this is right where we did the big excavation for the water line and for all of the geo vents, the earth tubes. And so there's been some settling, but the way that I have it set up is pretty dang easy to just fix. So when we settle, hold on, I'm caught. So when we settle, actually, I'm gonna go to different mode. You're not gonna see me anymore. Sorry, you're just gonna see the greenhouse. Okay, I'm back. So all of these bricks had, sunk maybe just a couple of inches. We've been really watering it to get it down. And so I've raised all those bricks up, and then I put rabbit compost here on the floor. And then I'm going to go and get bark and just rebark everything. Just add another layer. See that little lip on the cement? Yeah, all that has to be built up. So I want these pathways making compost for me. So we're gonna have lots of organics mixed with brown stuff, and this will be like a mini compost pit. There's a little bit of sinking. You can't really tell where these tomatoes are. So once Becca comes in, I'm gonna ask her what she has planted here, and then I'll just simply put some rabbit compost on top of that with a little bit of soil. And then I've got the grate taken off, so you can see the cold air drop. So I just have a little brick foundation. And so if anything sinks, I just simply take the bricks up, build it up, and put the grate back. So I'll do that here in a second. And then over here, this is where you can kind of see, gosh, I don't think I've dug the hole there, but I've gone and raised, oh, there you go. You can see the bricks underneath my cute little retaining wall. So that's how much that has sunk, because again, that's right where our line went through. So what I'm getting at is it's no big deal. And we're multi-purposing this pathway for a compost area. So if we ever need to steal some compost, we just steal it from the steps. Anyway, so I've got that one, and you can kind of, you just can't see. There's a little dip there. Can you tell? So I'll fix that one. That one's not too bad. Most of this just has been compacted. Little bit of area here where my worm bin is. So we'll build that up. And, here's a good one. So that one just undermined the foundation a little bit. I'm glad we have a really strong footer underneath that wall, so that, again, this is not a big deal. I'll just compact some rabbit compost down there, maybe even just some sand. Let's see, over here, you can see the bricks. There you go, see right next to the grate? Oh, it drops down. It's really simple. I just lift the bricks up level-ish, put some dirt underneath it, level it, and then add some more mulch. So you can see a little tiny dip. You kind of can't. Let's see if that hose will help you. There you go. It's only a couple of inches. I personally like the greenhouse floor, ground, dirt, so you can have all of the growth on here. And this settling and adding of organics back to the greenhouse is really not a big deal. We are always stealing green matter from the greenhouse. And so I feel it's my duty to bring some back. So these sinkholes are naturally a way to force me to get more organics added back to it. But anyway, does that make sense? If you have any other questions about this, I probably should put this in construction video post build or something, but I'm not going to. So for those of you who watch all of the other videos, you're being rewarded by a little bit of the inner workings of the foundation of the greenhouse. All right. Hopefully that was needed, enjoyable. Peace out. Okay, I got some video help in here. Sienna's in here helping me. Again, none of my brick work is mortared, and I'm glad it's not, or otherwise it would just be cracking. But anyway, I found that you just get a little rubber mallet and you can just whack those things into place and rebuild our little wall. I'm not going to have to do this a lot. I've kind of done it lightly one other time, but anyway, I think it's a good setup. This rock wall does not have any function, it's just cute. I think it's cute. If you think it's cute, put it in the comments. All right, so we get to the last one. Will it fit? Maybe. Oh, what am I doing? Get the rubber mallet. By the way, I'm not really sweating from this job as much as the one I just got done with. We're doing our remodel. And today was, what, probably 9 hours of that. And this is the rewarding part. So, okay, so that is all lifted back up. We've got not just the dip. Here, I'll give you perspective. So, from right there, that is my level. So see how that's dipped all right there? So that's what we've dropped. So all that will get filled with compost, and then we'll put wood chips on top of that. All right, and since I do have helpers in here, I'm going to get this covered immediately because, well, you can easily, very, very easily forget. Okay, so, you know what? I'm going to not rest it on the foundation. I'm going to rest it right here. Okay, that is sturdy. So we'll get the bark all the way to the top with that, no trippers, and that'll pack all that down, and there you go. Okay. All right, this time we've got Alyssa behind the camera. So I just want to show you a little bit more what I was trying to describe, just so you can see. So now I've got compost put right in here to fill in my hole. And it doesn't have to be level because we're going to come and put a fresh layer of bark. Wood chips, bark. Okay, so that's a good start, and then the rest will get bark. Thanks, Alyssa. Okay, remember the Sith video? How I was knocking down all of these dead grasses? Well, I forgot to, or not forgotten. I've been tripping over it in my garage. I haven't had time to give it to my cow and the rabbits yet, so that's what we're gonna do. So before I go get bark, I've got to get rid of this, but this is still good feed. So that's going to the cow, and then we'll go get bark and finish the organic pathway. We're gonna come up with a really cool name. If you guys have any ideas of what this video should be, or like I can go rename it, so even after I post it, but maybe building an organic greenhouse pathway. I'll work on it. Take a look. Splash has been so good. So we think the last couple of days she's been in heat because her milk went down, and we're like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden she came out of it, and just, I don't know, I think Becca got a little over a gallon just in the second milking. So she's so good. She's a good cow. I don't know where the baby's at. Oh, there she is. Do you see her? Right by that green thing, right there. Surprised they're eating it with all that fresh grass behind them, but. So we just got rid of only a tiny bit, so we're gonna store the rest of this so we don't give her a sudden change in diet. So we're gonna probably pile it in the stanchion area like we do everything else. Okay, I'm at the nethermost part of the homestead. You see my old little pioneer shed here? I know I've talked about it in prior videos. Anyway, so this is where I hide my mulch pile. And the thing that's sad is this thing was like one dump truck load. And I mean, I got enough to finish this project, but I got to get another one. You can never have enough mulch on a homestead. So anyway, this is where I get my pile. I get it by the dump load. And like I say, I probably could use 2 dump loads right now for the projects I have coming up, but for another time. All right, onto the pathway. All right, it's looking good. Looking good. Let me show you what I mean. See that? It's not done. I'm running out of bark, but see that pathway? Booyah. Well, one of these days I'll get a little tripod and give some time lapse, but for now, you're stuck with selfie mode. Look at this though. Here, let me go to oh crud. We're gonna switch. Okay, so that was 1 load. We probably need 2 more to finish it, but you see how dang good it's looking? So I've built that up so we can get the wheelbarrow in without bottoming out. And also when we do tours, it's kind of nice to have that a little bit more level. So again, I've got to put a lot more right here. But see that grate, nice and level. And we filled this in-ish, kinda. Like I say, we need 1 more. And that is how we build an organic mulch compost pathway. I'm still working on the name. Okay, no organic, all natural compost pathway is complete unless it's got its worm ban. Yeah. So this one was a little bit high. So what I've done is got my little brick foundations and lowered them just a little bit. So, oh, and look at the compost, by the way. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that soil. So once it gets pretty much all the way to the top, we will spread that into the greenhouse. But for now, so I can lift the big one up when I'm harvesting my mulch. But when I'm not, we just put that bad boy down and you walk over it. And everyone wonders, what in the world is that for? And I say worms, and they usually get glossy eyes and walk right over it and don't ask any more questions. But now you guys know. Okay, I am just about done. So I've got 1 more load of rabbit mulch that I'm putting down in these places. So I've leveled my grate. So I've got a little hole. I've leveled my worm bin. So I'm gonna put rabbit in there, and then I'll put bark over the top. This cold air drop. This one, when we were digging on this side, we were digging more that way. So the other ones, the holes are not underneath the foundation, but this one was. So good thing we got a big old footer beam, but we'll get sand and rock and dirt down in there right now. And then we'll put mulch on top of it. No big deal. And then we'll put the grate on top of it. So that is one of my 8 cold air drops. There you can see it in its raw form. Here's another worm compost pit and another grate. So we're just about to the tail end of the project. It's coming along great. Tell me what you think in the comments. How do you like my idea of our 4 uses of this pathway? I think it's kind of cool. as a side note, do you know how many fingernails I broke today? Well, it's actually just 2. But man, my heart is out to you women. It doesn't feel good. Anyway, probably note to self, start using tools more than hands. All right, we're just about ready to put the last grate on. So I've got my foundation set. I actually let the grate set on this little bit of that cement overlap from the bottom of the footer, as well as these bricks. And so that mixed with just the iron, it's enough. So it's nice and sturdy. I would show you that if I were an octopus. Actually, I'm gonna try to show you anyway. You just lift the grate, you just put her down, you move Becca's hose so you don't hose it. Man, what do you guys just need to come to the homestead and film for me? You throw her down, you walk over it, kick it a little bit. Everyone's got to kick the tire a little bit. Look at that. Oh wow, that's so sturdy, Nate. I'll bet that was really hard to do. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna do one more video to tell you I'm done. You know things are getting close when the wheelbarrow goes out. All right, let's go do a final walkthrough. Guess what? I'm all done, baby! Yeah! Look at that. Actually, I'm not all done. I'm all done as far as not going to tell you that I ran out of bark for that part. Anyone that tells you that they get done with all of their projects at the end of every night on their homestead is a liar. If you have a homestead or a wannabe homestead like me, you never get done. There's always one more section. So I stole, oh crud. I stole all of the mud, kind of clay material from there to compact my little cold air drop. So one more load of bark and I'll be done. Got a lot done. Wish I could have got further. I actually thought I'd start working on this around noon today, and I started at around, I think, 7 or 8. Don't know. Doesn't matter. It's dark now. So anyway, the pathway for the most part is done, and it looks great. So all these are leveled. I'm walking on them. My worms are level. My cold air vent, level. The greenhouse is amazing. It's worth the efforts. What do you think? Tell me in the comments what you think about my pathway. Oh, look here. More, we're done. Sorry, I should be, I don't know why I'm like letting you see me instead of the greenhouse. Sorry. Only my mom will appreciate this video. Mom, are you still watching my videos? If you are, I want to see a comment, Mama, okay? Because so far, well, like and subscribe, baby. Tell me what you think about the pathway. Again, I'm going to be doing a video when you can see better in here at the efforts of this greenhouse. But it looks great. Stay busy, keep motivated. Please tell your friends about it. Maybe send it to them. I mean, maybe they want to build a greenhouse. Maybe they want rabbits. Maybe they want chickens. Maybe they want water catchment. Maybe they want a milk cow. I don't know. We do some weird stuff. I'm just trying to inspire you to do some of your efforts. I don't think I'm very entertaining. I'm surely not clean. So actually tell me why you watch this channel. Why do you? Anyway, if you can get me up over 1,000, that would be awesome. We're approaching that number, but I need your help. Tell your friends, like and subscribe. Peace out. See you next time. Lamb video, maybe. Maybe the lamb video. Bye. All right, I just thought about this. Since I keep promising the lamb video, lamb, L-A-M-B, lamb video, I've noticed ever since I started using Siri and talk to text stuff that I don't speak very clearly. At least she can never understand me. So if you can't understand me in the videos or need me to slow down, let me know. Anyway, since I keep delaying the lamb video, I'm gonna show you my little girl's lammies. Look at them. Are they so cute? You tell me, do you wanna see a video of them from start to finish? From when we just barely got them and We're still milking them, or giving milk to them. We're not milking them, not yet. Nor will we ever. We have Splash. Anyway, I've got footage of them all the way from when we took them, got them from the farm till now, and maybe I'll even show you docking their tails because I haven't done that yet. But anyway, if you want to see more about the lambs, let me know. We'll put that in there. All right, this time for real. Peace out.